Welcome to the Wellbeing Evolution and this unofficial, official, informal introduction. So what's the intent of this channel? The intent of this channel is to kind of drill down into aspects of well-being and mental health and therapy in general, and to look at some of these in isolation, but then also to see how they interrelate and how they may kind of interact and affect each other. So those, let's say that some of those subjects would be the mechanics, maybe we could say, of therapy, how that operates, although I would hesitate to go too far with that analogy because I don't believe that we're machines. And then physiology, things that may be a bit more in the zeitgeist these days, so gut biome, fasting, and elements of nutrition and how they're all interrelated. So we'll be looking at philosophy as well, because philosophy does have a essential underpinning to personality theory and the processes of therapy and counselling. That's not to say that clients necessarily need to be aware of that, but as practitioners, we need to have some understanding of that, certainly some understanding of what are the aims of therapy. We're looking at how to live, really, in terms of personality theory. So the other thing I would probably include in an introduction to the Wellbeing Evolution is me, as I'm the face of it, pretty much. So although you might see some other faces, but I'm going to be an ever-present face, let's put it that way. So my background is, currently I run a private practice, a therapeutic private practice in Manchester. Before that, my professional background was in education and teaching. I also spent a number of years as a Buddhist monk in the Tibetan tradition. So I suppose you could say that my focus has always looked at, even via education really, what we're made of. I also spent quite a lot of time studying developmental psychology during my masters. Again, what are we made of? And another one of my passions or pastimes is that I teach and train in traditional Japanese martial arts. And ostensibly, yes, they are fighting arts. But if you're going to get involved in it beyond let's say, a superficial or pragmatic level, then it really, again, is looking at what we're made of. So, to me, maybe some people might think that's a bit of a flaky list of activities or background, but to me they all have that aspect running through them. What pervades them is a focus on what we're made of, which is pretty much what the Wellbeing Evolution is all about. So I will see you in the next video, which will focus on why philosophy is so essential to therapy.